This is going to be a really interesting one because I haven't spoke about it in a while, and I think is a problem for a lot of you guys out there. So I will be referring to some notes here, but essentially I wanted to talk about the fact that cannabis can either enhance your life or it can destroy your life, and it was certainly the case for me. So I'm just sharing my individual experiences. I'm going to try and be very deliberate and precise in terms of what you will experience, and I'm curious if smokers agree with me. So one of the really interesting phenomenons about cannabis is that I feel like it allows you to become very, very sensitive and kind of pick up more sensory information through the senses. Particularly kinesthetic, so like touch and tactile information. One of the consequential mistakes I made when I was using cannabis was because I paired it with other degenerate activities. The intention in which you use something is usually going to dictate the outcome. So I smoked cannabis every single day for 3 years, more often high than sober. I would actually say it's kind of like a 70-30 split, which I'm not proud of at all. And subsequently, actually, I rationalized it with all the claim that I had crippling insomnia and cannabis was my medicine. So I want to talk about the net negatives to this. What does cannabis do that will negatively affect you? It suppresses your REM sleep. So I found that although it could help me get to, and I wouldn't even technically call it sleep because it wasn't restorative sleep. I was delusional. I knew I was delusional. My housemates equally knew I was delusional. It impacted my ability to kind of recall information, think on the spot, be articulate, stay present with people as well. Now, the reason that I stopped was because I was actually forced to stop. I went to pick up from my dealer as per usual, and basically what I thought I was buying was weed, and what she actually gave me was prison spice. Now, if you don't know prison spice, by the way, this is a diabolical drug. Essentially, I had what my doctors later referred to as a first episode psychosis, meaning that I basically blacked out for 3 days. I was arrested in my university library because I was naked and screaming. And it was genuinely the worst experience of my life. I was put under what's called a Section 2 in the UK, which basically means that they can hold you in hospital for up to a month without letting you go. And you know what's interesting is that you watching this video right now, the seeds of masculine theory were born in that hospital. And I have just been finding enormous utility with the intention in which I use a particular substance to enhance my creative faculties, because that's what it really does for me. And more than that, actually, it puts me more in tune with my body. So what I use cannabis now for is pre-workout. And because I'm rehabbing from an L5-S1 disc herniation at the moment, I am finding my rehab is moving leaps and bounds because I can better connect to the muscles that I never trained before. Weed grows from the ground, mushrooms grows from the ground. Things just are. But when you start to observe them and place your subjectivity on them and demonize them, of course that is going to be the outcome that you're going to get, especially if you use them for self-serving, self-gratifying and self-pleasure seeking and hedonistic-like behavior. Of course things are going to go bad. Yeah, I don't want to have to rely on these things in order to live my life by my means. I've changed my language very deliberately recently because I think it speaks more to the truth of who I am. How is it serving you? That's a better way to look at it. How is it serving you in your duty? How is it serving you in your artistic pursuit of what you want to imbue the world on? Is it making me more articulate, more entertaining, more creative? These are all the inputs I think about when I think about how I'm going to leave my artistic legacy on this earth and be an inspiration for other people to go, are you being sincere? And I mean sincere by, are you moving forward in this life with faith that if you do good things, that you will receive good things? And that's very masculine, by the way, that is akin to faith. But also, are you having fun along the way? Are you injecting a sense of whimsy? I'm just going to read my final conclusion here. Masculine behavior is predetermined. It is deliberate. It is decided in advance with a clear understanding of the outcomes you are engineering. Feminine behavior, in this specific sense, is reactive. And please, I don't want that to hold negative connotations. I'm only loyal to the system that gets you results. You should be too. The substance is irrelevant. The system is everything. It's not a theory, it's a fact. Speak soon.